It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Okay, basketball fans, with me, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, I'm Ernie Johnson. You're watching 2K Sports, but you know that already. And Memphis is where we'll be going just moments from now, as the Grizzlies will be going up against the Boston Celtics. Taking a look at Boston, they've been executing at a high level. They went 2-0 against this team last season, looking to continue that string of victories tonight. And tonight, two offenses that like to score in the post. Shaq, defensively, how do you counteract that?
Two types of denying. Deny the position and deny the entry pass.
Yes, yes.
Sounds like you're in a state of denial.
I deny everything you just said.
Is it just me? I thought that was funny.
But you know what the other thing you could do, Shaq? If you pressure the passer, what it does is then it allows the defender to have more time to get around on the defensive and provide.
You're lucky I didn't guard you in your career.
Oh, I would have went right by you.
You're lucky.
I would have hoped you pressured me.
Let's go to Kevin Harlan. It's time for the tip.
It's time for some hoops at FedEx Forum, home of the Grizzlies, and we're bringing it to you live on 2K Sports. Alongside Chris Webber and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan, the fourth member of our crew. From the sideline, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. Back to the road tomorrow as this is the final game of the Grizzlies homestand. This has been a tough stretch of games for them, fellas, losing their last four.
Yeah, and they're going through right now one of those situations that's just difficult to deal with. Doubt begins to really creep in when the losses continue to mount, and then you can have splintering, which doesn't help the situation.
Well, we're about halfway through the season now, Chris, and you can see the mental grind getting to some of these teams and some of these players.
Yeah, this is why leadership, and especially veteran leadership, is so important. You got to keep guys focused, motivated, and ready to play. Yeah, the season is long. It will wear you down. You have curveballs thrown at you every day. It is a mental grind, a mental toll. But how can you keep that focus through all of it? That's the big question, and usually you lean on those veterans in the locker room.
So let's take a look at the Boston Celtics starting lineup. Filling out the wings, it's Brown and Hayward. Enes Kanter is out there with Tatum, and it's Walker in at the one spot. Now here's Tatum. What a tremendous game he played against Houston. 5 to shoot. Fires the three. Walker's shot is off. The Grizzlies on offense. Tough loss coming against Cleveland in their last game played.
Yeah, and the second chance points, guys, mean a lot over the course of a game, and they just had so few opportunities, and I think that was their Achilles heel.
And second chance points, it's another great indicator of which team won in the hustle department. And tonight, they didn't win that battle.
Here's Kanter after Memphis gets the three. Here's Brown, and he uses the glass on the layup.
Oh, you love the level of concentration Brown maintains. I mean, taking the hit well and finishing in style.
And it's the Grizzlies with the ball. It's a three-point game. Poked away, stolen by Walker. Brown the pass to Tatum. Brooks against Brown. There's the pass to Walker. Kanter kicks to Tatum. For three, Hayward. Good on the three-point shot. Hayward's got his first 3 points of the game.
And how about the concentration? Hayward completely dialed in.
Jones in the post, guarded by Walker. Brooks finds Jackson. Out of hand on it. And up the court come the Celtics on the break. Walker leading the charge, but they'll get another chance. Back to Kanter. It's stolen by Valanciunas. To the inside, Jones. Jackson dishes to Jones. Second shot opportunity. Rejected by Walker. Down low. Stolen by Jackson. Inside. Here's Valanciunas. And the dunk by Valanciunas.
And Jackson is a terrific passer at that forward position. Fantastic at setting the table for his guys.
Walker the pass to Tatum. He kicks to Brown. Nice ball movement by Boston. Here's Hayward to the inside. Takes the 13-footer, and he gets it back. Hayward on the wing. Again, the miss by the Celtics. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Cantor. And a moment here to see the standings for the Eastern Conference. And you know, guys, some interesting stories have unfolded here as we move through the middle of the season. You look at the Celtics. They've been in peak form as we've watched them play some tremendous basketball with an eye toward the postseason. And, of course, the 76ers, 3 games behind.
And you know, for the Celtics, as talented a team as they are, has performed at a very high level this season. Everything's gone according to plan up to this point.
Yeah, Greg, already the focus has started to turn to the postseason and what they need to do to make a run at the championship.
Walker with it. Jones covering. Back to Walker. Hayward outside. All alone. The shot's good on the assist by Walker. Hayward's got 5 points so far.
I like that Hayward knows exactly what to do with the ball. I mean, he gets in good position and lets it fly.
Jones kicks to Valanciunas. And they pick up 2. He's got 6.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Walker the pass to Tatum. Passes it to Hayward. Clock at 6. Over Jackson. And Hayward gets it to go. The Grizzlies have gone 5 of 8 from the field, shooting over 62%. Here's Jackson. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. Jackson's got his first 2 points.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And Josh Jackson, the 4th pick in that 2017 draft out of Kansas, a hyper-athletic 6'8", and he's got the handles, I think, to become a terrific slasher in the league.
He doesn't shy away from the physical aspect of the game. Hayward's gotten better at drawing contact over the years.
And Jackson plays with a great motor. He's got some grit in his game.
I mean, he's a competitor. I mean, plays with that chip on both shoulders. But give me a guy who cares. As a coach, better to have guys you need to rein in rather than those you have to kind of force to be aggressive.
Gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. Last season, the Grizzlies' offensive numbers plummeted. One area where they excelled, though, the free throw line.
They shot a very high percentage from the charity stripe. Didn't get there as much as they would have liked, partly because they lack shot creators.
So Memphis ends up going with the new group. Hayward hits them both.
He was the 9th overall pick in the 2010 draft. If it were held again, only a couple guys would be selected ahead of him.
Here's Crowder. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
Smart finds Williams. Iguodala against Smart. From the baseline. That's good on the jump shot.
Yeah, and he's not going to pass up that one. And trust me, he shouldn't. He's solid from that in-between area.
Crowder dishes to Plumlee. Allen surveying the D. Back to Plumlee. It's rebounded by Tice. It's stolen by Allen. Crowder with it. Looking at his numbers, he averages a bit over 9 points a game. Pass to Plumlee, and it's out of bounds. The Celtics will take it the other way. Now we'll go to David Aldridge, who had a chance to talk with head coach J.B. Bickerstaff.
Yeah, Kevin, he's mindful of the fact that this is a shot-blocking team they're playing, but he doesn't want his team to be shy offensively. He said, if anything, we have to be patient and at the same time aggressive. If we can be deceptive in the way we attack, and there are ways to do that, we can score inside. We'll see if that works, Kevin.
That's great, David. Thanks. They've got their hands full against a team that plays such tough D.
And that's why you got to be flexible in terms of your game plan, particularly on the offensive end. They might have to try a few different approaches until they find one that works.
Well, Greg, I think the best approach is a solid motion offense. A lot of back cuts, ball movement side to side. Against a team with this kind of defense, good movement is always the key to breaking them down.
There's Smart after the made shot from Jay Crowder. Smart deciding where to go with it. Right wing. Here's Wanamaker. No good from outside. And the Grizzlies leading by 4. Crowder kicks to Allen. Misses off the left iron. Boston's gone 1 of 5 from downtown in the first quarter. Points out there have been hard to come by. Intercepted. And now in transition, here's Williams. Here we go. Having an efficient three-point attack, very tough to defend. Let's see some of the best. In third, the Grizzlies. 5th on the list, the Celtics.
And the shooting display both these teams have put on this season has been remarkable. I mean, there are just three-point shooters all over the floor. And boy, Robert Williams, big athletic guy who just doesn't back down. Still polishing his game, polishing that skill set, but when he's focused, he's absolutely spectacular.
No good on the free throw.
You know, he just plays with such tenacity on both ends. Williams is a rising talent who wants to prove he belongs.
And he misses the second one as well, so he is 0 for 2 that time.
Already his second foul. He's in danger of getting into serious foul trouble early in this game.
Smart against Iguodala. And the wide open shot from Crowder. The shot's good on the assist by Iguodala. Crowder's got 7 points in the game. Maybe the most amazing thing about Williams outside the alley-oops is this shot-blocking presence he gives you on the floor.
Yeah, he's one of the few guys that protect the rim from anywhere on the court. Tough inside, able to get out on shooters, and plays with an attitude. Menacing. Yeah, he's got to make some adjustments here. Just too easy to score in the lane against them right now.
Well, I think the first thing they need to talk about are the rotations. There's a lot of miscommunication out there.
Here's Wanamaker. 9-point game his last outing. Plumlee with the steal. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. Knocked loose, and it's the Grizzlies with the ball. And the foul on Marcus Smart. That's his first foul. And the Grizzlies leading by 7. Now Plumlee. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Trying to get open is Crowder. 2 points. That one goes.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Smart passes to Williams. Pass to Wanamaker. Here's Tice. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Smart. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Oh, good defense there, but Smart locked on target.
And so Allen will bring it up for Memphis. They lead by 7. And guys, this is the first they're seeing of Boston.
Yeah, interconference matchup. Two teams that'll see each other only twice on the schedule.
And that makes it interesting. They don't know each other all that well, so we should see a lot of in-game adjustments.
Memphis shooting their first free throw tonight. A free throw off from Plumlee. Chris, of current players who could eventually become coaches, who would you put in that category? There are a lot of brilliant guys that play this game, think the game through so well.
Chris Paul, Ariza, those guys come to mind for some reason to me. Klay Thompson,
yes,
he comes to mind, and I don't know if it's the personality that I see these guys in, or if it's the way that they approach the game. But yeah, those guys come to mind. I definitely can see them taking the game to another level once they're playing days of England.
Here's Williams. Second shot opportunity. Outside, Smart. The pass to Onuaku. Out left to the wing. And Tice gets it to go. Tice has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Memphis leading by 6. So timeout called here. The first for Memphis.
You know, and last year the Celtics became real. Even in defeat to a superior team. I mean, they found a winning formula and accelerated their timeline.
A chance here to assess what parts of the floor the attempts have been coming from as we look at the shot chart for Boston.
And a shot they haven't been looking for very much is that corner three. And when they have, these been quick to kind of close out and deny it, and they've had to get their points from elsewhere.
Now here's Iguodala, currently averaging almost 6 points a game. Allen for 3. The shot's good on the assist by Iguodala. Iguodala's got 3 assists now in this one. Celtics trail by 9. And with the Celtics' advancement to the Eastern Conference Finals, you know, Chris, it's amazing. They were actually the Game 7 favorites against a LeBron-led squad.
Well, yeah, the Celtics had existed in theory more than in reality. I mean, they're so young and inexperienced, but not by the end of the season. I mean, what a juggernaut they could become.
Got that bucket in no time at all. Tice has got 5. Last game for the Celtics, they pick up the win against Houston. It's Allen with the drive, and denied. He sends it right off the glass. Crowder finds Iguodala. Shot clock at 5. Here's Anderson. The third shot of the possession finally falls for him.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Smart passes to Williams. Back to Smart. With the shot. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. Smart's got his second bucket of the night.
That's always option number 1 in the pick and roll. If you have the advantage, score the ball.
Allen kicks to Anderson. Back to Allen. Fires for 3. That shot missing. And the Celtics going the other way now.
He keeps battling, but so far this quarter, he hasn't been able to get it going.
Pass to Tice. Nice ball movement by Boston. Here's Smart. Lays it up and banks it in. He has 6.
And I love Smart pressing his advantage on the interior.
Memphis leading by 5. Pass to Plumlee. Iguodala outside. Poked away. And that's out of bounds. Memphis will retain possession. Some changes for Memphis. Valanciunas is checked in for Plumlee. Jackson comes in for Andre Iguodala. And Tyus Jones subbed in for Allen. On defense, the Celtics. Crowder feeling it out a bit. 4 on the clock. And it's Valanciunas finishing it off.
Some great awareness being shown by Crowder. Spotted the open man and made a fantastic dish.
Celtics trail by 7. Walker the pass to Onuaku. Outside Williams. He dishes it to Smart. Back to Williams. Kicks it to Tatum. Over Anderson. Tatum's shot is off. From deep three-point range, it's been all about Jonas Valanciunas for Memphis. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. We come back right after this. Gordon Hayward reunited with his college coach Brad Stevens. He said they go way back.
Our relationship started when I was in high school. He came to my morning workouts and really recruited me at Butler and was kind of the first guy that I think believed in me that I could make it to the next level.
And I'm sure, Greg, that relationship played a big role in Hayward deciding to join the Boston Celtics.
Yeah, and not just a connection, but a respect. Hayward, an all-star. Stevens has moved into the conversation for best coach in our league.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And for Memphis, guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Well, already in the first period, they found ways to get this offense ramped up.
Well, yeah, small lead so far, but it's building fast, and they better watch out.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor. All fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. So on the floor for Memphis. Jackson is out there with Josh Jackson. Then it's Jones. Then it's Brooks. And it's Valanciunas in at the center position. Here's Jackson. Another shot. It's deflected.
The long arm of the law. Tatum prohibiting that shot from ever having a chance.
They get a hand on it. Stolen by Brooks. Here's Valanciunas. That's tipped. Up top, Tatum. Guarded by Jackson. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. And Memphis called for the foul.
And the size of Hayward is an advantage inside. I mean, he does a good job at drawing contact.
One of those guys who seems to improve his game every season. Hayward showing us great consistency from range.
Now look at this. When he first came into the league, he was more of a slasher, a mid-range shooter. But through sheer repetition, hard work, getting it in the gym, and some adjustments to his shooting motion, the outside shot has become one of his greatest weapons.
Hayward hits them both.
Yeah, and Gordon Hayward is a player who's always found a way to add something to his game. Now he feels comfortable going at a defense either inside or out. Great strength when attacking the rim and can shrug off those defenders.
A three-pointer is right on target.
And it's important that Jackson become consistent from deep. That definitely has the touch to make shots from there.
Walker with it. Jones covering. Walker dishes to Hayward. Again, the miss by the Celtics. And Greg, you mentioned Hayward's strength. That and his ball fakes seem to be not as recognized as they should be.
Yeah, I think Hayward has one of the better pump fakes in our league. Great deception with inside-out dribbles to create space. And the things he does well aren't immediately apparent, but Hayward's terrific fundamentals are what make him a great scorer.
That one's good, and the Grizzly lead is cut down to just 4 points with a bucket from Brown.
And Brown is just utilizing his athleticism yet again. I mean, this time from the interior, though, but just sinking these close-range shots.
Jones finds Jackson, and the dunk by Jackson.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. And slam dunk by Tatum.
Wow, wonderful court awareness that time. You can count on Walker to find the open man.
And the Grizzlies with possession here, following the bucket by the Celtics. Jackson has the open look from outside off the mark. And so it's Walker with it, who brings it up for Boston, trailing by 4. Down low, here's Cantor. Got a piece of it. Stolen by Jackson. And Enes Kanter picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Now here's Jones. 9 points last game. It's Brooks on the wing.
And you might want to think about working it inside more. The threes were falling earlier, but that's changed here in the second.
Hayward shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. See, Webb, a quick tactical question here. As a big, when you're defending the pick and roll, what are the things you're looking to do? How do you handle that?
Okay, I'm going to try to rapid pace this because this is what goes through your mind. What did coach say in shoot around? Wait a minute, who is this? Is this Steph Curry that can dribble, or is this Thompson that loves to take a step back? Or is it a player like Durant that loves to hit you with the step back? Or who's setting the pick? Is it a guy like Thompson that's going to slip? Or is it a guy like Dwight Howard that they can throw it up to? Is it Capella that may slip and go through and you still throw it up to and you can't get back? Who's communicating? Wow. Who's on my team in the corner? What shooters in the corner? Because they can't leave the corner to come help. Do I hedge hard? Do I not hedge hard? Oh no, this is the NBA, is the greatest players in the world, and even if you do it right, they're going to score anyway. That's kind of what goes through your mind.
That is something else. Stolen by Walker. And pushing it up. Here's Boston. Here's Brown. And Brown throws it down hard.
The fast hands of Walker strike again. Got to admire his defensive instincts.
And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Jones against Walker. Right side Jackson. Lets it go from deep. Hands it from downtown. Jackson's got 5 now.
That's a good way to boost his three-point percentage. Take advantage of some soft defense.
And Walker kicks to Cantor. Hayward on the wing. Pass to Brown. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And finished off by Brown.
Oh, you gotta love the explosiveness. Brown just eating up any lane to the basket he sees.
And so here's Memphis. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Stolen by Walker. Here's Tatum. A miss that time. Would have put him up. Memphis has gone 2 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the first. To the middle. Here's Jackson. And Cantor pulls it down. Cantor's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
As off the mark as he has been, they're a little lucky to be in front.
And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Jackson. And a wide open look for Walker. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
In the corner, it's Valanciunas. The pass to Melton. Jackson in the corner. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Jackson's got 8 points in the quarter.
I mean, it took him a long time to get into the flow of the game, but the points are starting to come for him now.
Cantor, the pass to Brown. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And Jaylen Brown was giving quite the compliment on his game from Draymond Green, who felt, Greg, that Brown was good enough to be an all-star.
Yeah, you know, I don't know if I'd be fully on board with that assessment in terms of last year, but I do think he's well on his way to becoming an all-star. His scoring and offensive impact continues to grow each year, and he's shown a great knack on the defensive side as well. Terrific two-way player. The sky is the limit.
And Brown is just an exceptional player. Really love whenever he shows off his athletic ability.
Iguodala kicks to Jackson. And it's Jason Tatum with the foul. That's his first foul. Williams, he's checked in for Boston. Anderson outside. Passes it to Allen. 5 to shoot. Again, Memphis. Here's Smart. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Houston. Williams up on top. Pass to Wanamaker. Back to Williams. Here's Smart, and plenty of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws coming up. There's the call. Memphis gets the foul.
Oh, and you see Smart really developing those hesitations, hands up and up fakes. Becoming very crafty out there.
Jay Crowder's checked in for Jackson. And the Celtics also making a change. Harrison's checked in for Jason Tatum. He doesn't get the second one.
And no doubt that Marcus Smart is one of the better defenders at his position. Quick feet are complemented by that strong frame, and he just digs in against would-be scorers and just never lets them get comfortable.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Pass to Tice. Back to Smart. Here's Harrison. Good, and Smart gets the assist. And Greg was Smart. When he's off the floor or injured, you notice just how it changes the team's defense.
Yeah, I mean, the defense overall just seems to have less bite, less edge, less toughness without Smart. And the way he plays, you feel like he is looking to make a play on defense rather than just trying to slow his man down. Great at taking charges and forcing turnovers. He is truly the catalyst of their defense.
They break it out 5-on-3. Allen outside. To the paint. And that's out of bounds. Memphis will retain possession. And this is what the schedule looks like coming up for Memphis. On Monday, they'll go up against Russell Westbrook and the Houston Rockets. Then on Wednesday, they'll be playing against Blake Griffin and the Detroit Pistons.
And for that game against the Spurs, this is a game that they are expected to win. But sometimes those are the kind of games where you get a little bit sloppy and start looking ahead. Either way, they'll need to put in tremendous effort to walk away with the victory.
And Boston has possession after Memphis gets the 3. Right wing. Here's Wanamaker, defended by Allen. The shot by Harrison, no good. Well, it was the Boston Celtics winning their last game against the Rockets in Houston.
He was hoping to avoid a 3rd foul before the breakup. Now, he might have to sit out until halftime.
And Memphis making a change here. Rabs checked in, and the Celtics also making a change. Hunter's checked in. Anderson outside. Smart against Iguodala. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Now that we have a moment, let's see who have been the top assist teams in the league this season. In third, the Grizzlies.
And a team that shares the ball will create opportunities for the right player to score.
The Celtics have been shooting right around 75% at the line, 9 of 12 so far.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
And that one falls for Smart.
And with over 20 years as a franchise, the Grizzlies still haven't had that one tremendous season. Just one conference final appearance, and they've yet to make an NBA Finals.
Hill, he's checked in for the Grizzlies. Gordon Hayward's checked in for the Celtics. And so, Smart nails both of them. Now talking about the Grizzlies, before last year it looked like they were on the upswing, Chris, but Then the wheels fell off completely.
Age and injuries are the two momentum killers. So you need to infuse young talent, and the Grizzlies' draft record has been spotty at best.
Now here's Plumlee. 9-point game his last outing, and the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Smart. Valanciunas is checked in for the Grizzlies. And so it's Memphis with it. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Here's Iguodala. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far.
Oh, man, the long arms of Iguodala, such an asset, converting around the painted area.
Here's Wanamaker, currently averaging almost 6 points a game. Anderson against Hayward. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Williams dishes to Smart. That shot missing. Excellent D here by Iguodala.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
Williams with the block.
The reach of Williams is outstanding. He uses it to perfection to deny shooters. They're having more success from three-point range here in the second after a rough first quarter from deep.
And here is Iguodala after Gordon Hayward hitting the 3. That's tipped. And pushing it up, here's Boston. And the foul on Marcus Smart. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And that's foul number 2. Maybe you don't sit him at this point, but you really have to be careful to not pick up another before half.
Ojale is checked in for Boston. And Plumlee kicks to Iguodala. Back to Plumlee. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Smart against Iguodala. That ties it up. And that's 11 points for Marcus Smart.
No, that's just an excellent possession. I mean, Hayward doing what he normally does, making a good decision with the ball in his hands.
Allen finds Plumlee from the line. No good on the shot. A bit long that time.
You can't be missing shots like that in the post. That'll get you a spot on the bench.
Plumlee with the steal. And now the fast break. Anderson with the ball. There's the dish to Valanciunas. Williams with the block. Here's Smart. Outside Williams. The pass to Hayward. 1:25 left to play here in the half. Wanamaker misses. Memphis has gone downtown 13 times in this game, and they're just over 50%. 7 of 13 on threes. Iguodala. It drops for his third basket. He's missed only 1 shot.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
Now here's Smart. He's got 11. It's Iguodala with the drive. Williams with the block. Here's Wanamaker. He kicks it to Smart. 41 seconds left in the first half. And Wanamaker gets it to go. Wanamaker's got 5 now.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Allen passes to Valanciunas. A rebound by the Celtics. Williams has got 4 rebounds now tonight. To the inside, and he bangs it home with one hand.
Look, right there, the defense overcommits. Hayward, with good awareness, finds the open man.
The Grizzlies trail by 3. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
And here is Allen. 8 points for him. Kicks to Valanciunas. Shot clock at 3. There's the triple. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. It's the Celtics. They lead by 3. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, Kevin. Here with head coach Brad Stevens. Coach, what did you think was the main edge you had?
Well, I thought defensively we were a lot better, and then that led to some offense. But obviously, we're playing a bunch of skilled guys, and we're able to spread the floor, and that's helpful.
You have to make them work at both ends. Thanks, Coach. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, it's good to have you back. You're watching the 2K Sports Halftime Show. This right here is Kenny the Jet Smith. This right here is Shaquille O'Neal. Me, I'm just Ernie. Gordon Hayward has been all over the floor tonight. He had 16 points, 3 assists, and 1 rebound. His last game out, he was just not himself. But tonight, he has rounded right back into form with a very solid first half. Kenny, what's your take on Boston so far?
Well, they're doing a great job of pushing the action and getting to the foul line. They aren't just pulling up for uncontested shots. They're making the defense react to them. In transition, on the dribble, and with those quick cuts, they're in attack mode. That's dangerous. To beat them, you need to force them to play more defensively.
Shaq, your take on Memphis.
What impressed me the most was the effort they put into the offensive glass. The second chance points really added up for them. Fighting through box outs, battling for position, they own the offensive boards.
And that'll about do it as we get ready for the second half. Let's take you down to Kevin Harlan.
Shout out to my main man, Joel.
Joel, what up?
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Really an incredible game from Gordon Hayward.
Yeah, so far they haven't found an answer for him. A scoring machine here in that first half.
Oh, well, he's a tricky cover. He does a good job of sensing the defense, making the right move at the right time.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Boston leading by 3. On the court right now for the Celtics. Filling out the wings, it's Brown and Hayward. Tatum out there with Enes Kanter. And it's Walker in at the 1. Now here's Brown. And slam dunk by Tatum.
Though he may not explode off the floor, Tatum's length makes plays like this look easy.
Brooks feeling it out a bit. Outside, Jones. Outside, Jackson. Walker against Jones. Releases. No good off the front iron. And for the Celtics, they're shooting straight 49% from the field.
And sometimes it seems the age of interior scoring big men has come and gone. Enes Kanter, one of the rare big men who can dominate a game offensively in the paint, great hands and the strength to create space.
Now here's Walker after Josh Jackson's miss. Walker against Jones. Walker dishes to Kanter. That falls. Nice feed that time from Walker. Walker's got his 4th assist in this one. Walker against Jones. Third quarter of play with just over a minute and a half gone by. Jackson from long range.
And out of the gates here in this second half, they have not started well. 0 of 3.
Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Feeds it to Jackson. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. See, we have a great defensive team last season. What's surprising is that the Celtics didn't create that many turnovers, though.
Yeah, 23rd in the league in steals. They don't gamble a lot, but they are active and they're relentless. And they have a coach who makes great in-game adjustments.
Shooting 2.
That one is off.
And they are excited about Jackson, a high motor guy with a ton of room to grow and also displays terrific leadership on both ends.
And he's good on the second. Along with the rest of their troubles last year, the Grizzlies had a very hard time stretching the floor.
Yeah, and they were 25th in the league in three-point percentage. I mean, teams did not have to respect them from out beyond the arc. And that made an already pedestrian offense even more sluggish.
And he overdid it there. Too much force, it looked like, on the foul, and he's called for the flagrant.
And Kevin, I got to tell you, he's probably fortunate to just get a flagrant one there. I mean, so much contact. The officials easily could have gone even harder on it.
Greg, I agree. He better be on his best behavior from now on. One more flagrant of any variety, and he's out of here. That's good from Cantor. And with the Celtics movement on offense last year, Chris, it was a surprise that they finished in the bottom 10 in field goal shooting.
Well, they lost a couple premier shot makers along the way. And, you know, there's movement with the purpose. Sometimes that's where the Celtics, they were lacking.
Well, he's not making any mistakes up there today. Another solid trip to the line for him.
Here's Walker. Checking some stats on him right now. He's averaging just around 22.5 points a game.
And although he's smaller, Walker doesn't fear going inside. I mean, he knows he can get his shot over anyone.
Now here's Jones. Inside. And Cantor over to help. On the wing, Jones. He's covered by Brown. There's Jackson with the three. Hits the three-point bomb. Jackson's got 11.
An 0 for 3 start to the first half is finally behind them. I mean, now maybe they can get something rolling.
Now a timeout called by Boston.
Unusual about the Celtics last year. I mean, their young players just kept getting better. I mean, there was no rookie wall, just the opposite. I mean, even through the playoffs, they kept learning and kept improving.
And we have some time now to show you which rookies have the greatest impact offensively over the course of the last month. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. See, Webb, when you look at the player development, that's both the front office and the head coach working together.
Yeah, Ainge has drafted all the right players. He hired the right coach in Stevens, who has pushed all the right buttons. And, you know, the Stevens-Ainge combination, that's lethal.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Timeout called, the Grizzlies.
And he could tell his guys starting to wear down a little bit. Call time to just let them get their legs back under them. Looking now at the numbers for Jackson. His last 10 games have been exceptional, averaging about 18 points per, over 2.5 blocks and 7 rebounds. And he's been putting up points with regularity. I mean, that's what they depend on, his killer instinct on offense.
Yeah, anytime this club needs a basket, he's their go-to guy. Just an irrepressible, prolific scorer.
Here's Valanciunas. He scores his 5th field goal. He's taken 9 shots to get those 5.
And he's pretty relentless inside. Valanciunas gets after it down low. It might not always look pretty, but he makes the most of his chances in the paint.
Now here's Walker. A beautiful reverse layup. Walker's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
And he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
And it's Jones with the ball for the Memphis Grizzlies. Memphis moving it around. Chalk up 2 there. And 12 points for Valanciunas.
You can't pass up a shot from such short range.
Celtics leading by 7. And Walker kicks to Cantor. Stolen by Jackson. Jones looking for an opening. Left side Jackson. Brooks outside. Here's Valanciunas, and he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
Shot's good.
This team really feeds off of one another in terms of their energy.
Yeah, it's taken on a different feel since the break. You can see how many more hustle plays are being made.
Daniel Tice is checked in for Gordon Hayward.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
The free throw drops for Valanciunas. The Celtics have gone 5 of 6 so far from the field in the second half. Tremendous efficiency. Outside, Walker. Tatum on the wing. Here's the floater. The shot's good on the assist by Walker. Walker's got 6 assists here tonight. Jones kicks to Jackson. Jackson in the corner. No good from outside.
And you know what? He's just not on his game, no doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team.
Here's Tice. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And now an 8-point Celtic lead.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Stolen by Walker. Excellent D that time from Jones.
Just the presence of the D in the lane is enough to make him short-arm that layup.
Jackson kicks to Valanciunas. The Grizzlies with another miss. Celtics leading by 8. Here's Brown. They get it back. Tice passes to Tatum. Some solid defense there from Jackson. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Daniel Tice. That's his first foul. And the Grizzlies with some changes. Miles Plumlee's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Anderson comes in for Jackson. And it's Iguodala in for Tyus Jones. Anderson finds Plumlee. And it's Brooks at the elbow. For 3. He doesn't hit that one.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
The son of former NBA coach Bernie Bickerstaff, JB got his first head coaching job here in Memphis.
Yeah, I played for his father, such an intense coach and with a deep playbook. And after Fizdale was fired, JB was named the Grizzlies interim head coach. Before that, he had been an assistant in Charlotte, Minnesota, Houston. He's a young guy, but he's been around basketball a long time.
Gordon Hayward's checked in for Williams. It's Jackson atop the key. And it's Jason Tatum with the foul. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Austin on D. And Plumlee kicks to Anderson. Just 5 to shoot. They could use a bucket, and there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. And there's the call, foul on Boston.
And you watch Kyle Henderson out there. They call him slow-mo for how he moves on the court. Just one of those jack-of-all-trades type of players on offense, and wasn't known for his defense, but has put in a lot of work to improve in that area.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. And with Anderson, the defense has been a focus for him the last few seasons.
And even though Anderson doesn't get up and down the floor fast, he still has quick hands and feet. Is being asked to guard some of the top forwards in the league for this team and wants players to try and shoot over him so he can use his length. Considers it a win if his assignment takes a jumper and doesn't get around it.
Talk about a coach who gets the most out of his guys and what he has to work with. I mean, that's none other than Brad Stevens. I mean, he's done it for years. First in college, now on the greatest level.
Now here's Tatum. 6 points for him. Smart passes to Tatum. The Celtics need to get a shot off. Here's Hayward. It's rebounded by Memphis. Anderson wide open. And another miss by Memphis. And talking about Stevens, many people were shocked when he received 0 votes from his peers for Coach of the Year.
Oh, yeah, I think people just got used to his style. And it's not just the great scheme that he has. He does a fantastic, subtle job of motivating players and keeping everyone focused.
Here's Wanamaker. 5 points in the game. To the paint, Plumlee with the steal. The Grizzlies trail by 6.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Well, that's the shot they're looking for. A clean three-pointer. Just can't get it to go.
Here's Tice. The Grizzlies pull it in. Plumlee's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Here's Iguodala. Jackson. And Jackson throws it down hard.
Oh, and with the fast eyes, Iguodala finding the open man.
Boston leading by 4. Here's Wanamaker. Over Brooks. Boston again missing.
And low percentage look on that one. Not sure what he was thinking.
Sometimes you get a little outside of yourself. You have to be a little more disciplined.
Yep, that one goes in there.
That was all about the assist. Great pass to set up the shot.
So it's the Celtics now. Passes to Hayward. Smart against Iguodala. Tice passes to Wanamaker. They need this one. And Tice gets it to go. Tice has got 9 points.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
And here's the fast break. Pushing it up. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. And now a 6-point Boston lead.
He had to battle through some tough shooting problems in the first half. I mean, give him credit. It's been much easier for him in the second.
Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. Let's use this break in the action to show you the teams that in the last 10 games have been the NBA's best fast break teams. 5th on the list, the Celtics.
I mean, tough to maintain this kind of pace over an entire season. But let me tell you, they are really running right now.
Here's Wanamaker. Brooks covering. Wanamaker the pass to Hayward. Here's Wanamaker. Shot clock at 6. And they call an illegal screen here. And now look at Boston's upcoming schedule. They'll be playing against LaMarcus Aldridge and the San Antonio Spurs. And then on Wednesday, they'll head home and take on the Minnesota Timberwolves.
You know, some might look ahead at the schedule and start marking off how many wins they'll wind up with, but I think that's a trap. You can't take any nights off in the NBA, and you've got to stay in the moment.
Iguodala gets the bucket.
Oh, and squaring up is Iguodala. Nice follow-through on the release.
Smart kicks to Tice. There's the feed to Tatum. Over Jackson. And Jackson with the block. And that's out of bounds. Boston will retain possession. And some changes here for the Grizzlies. Josh Jackson's checked in for Miles Plumlee. And Tyus Jones subbed in for Dylan Brooks. Cantor checked in for the Celtics. Now here's Cantor. He's been a reliable scorer for him as he's averaging up over 13 points a game. And it's Jones with the ball for Memphis. Out left to the wing. A 3 from Anderson. It's rebounded by Tice. Tice has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Iguodala against Smart. To the middle. Here's Cantor. Rebounded by Jackson.
That's how you protect the rim. Stand your ground and make him alter his release.
Jones. No good on the shot. Now Boston takes it the other way. 1:15 left to play here in the third. Here's Tice. Back to Smart. Pass to Tice. Pulls it from the elbow. The rebound by Anderson. Anderson's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Jones kicks to Iguodala. There's 45 seconds left in the third quarter. Outside Jackson. No good on the three.
Oh, he finds a major hole in the D beyond the arc and still can't cash in on it.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. See, Webb, if there were ever a player where stats did not tell the whole story, it would be Marcus Smart.
Yeah, I mean, if you look to his line every night, you'd think he was just another role player. But Smart, he's a difference maker. Tough, physical. I mean, he makes winning plays.
And that one falls for Smart.
At 6'4", 220 pounds, Marcus Smart might be the most physically imposing point guard in the league, especially with his fiery approach to the game.
Jonas Valanciunas, he's checked in for the Grizzlies. Crowder comes in for Andre Iguodala. The Celtics also changing it up. Onuaku's checked in, and Jaylen Brown subbed in for Gordon Hayward. And so, Smart nails both of them.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Crowder from outside. Offensive rebound. Count it! And he'll have a chance for a three-point play. That's on Enes Kanter.
Defensive rebounding, just such a crucial part of the game.
I'll tell you what, it's like football, having a 3rd and 13 and them running up the gut. It just frustrates the defense. You have to hate giving up second chance points. It's demoralizing. After basically, I mean, you had to stop.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
Yeah, I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second, despite being down.
Boston leading by 3.
And this is where you milk the clock.
You're exactly right. No reason to give your opponent another crack at this. It's all you.
And it's Walker penetrating.
Now, you can't tell me Walker is not one of the most fearless penetrators in the league. The D sometimes has no chance but to foul him hard.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. That's good from Kemba Walker.
Not a guy you want to foul. Walker's a tremendous free throw shooter and does a great job of getting himself to the line.
And so Walker nails both of them. Here's Jackson. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Celtics lead by 5. Live from the FedEx Forum, you're watching 2K Sports. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Yeah, he put it on the platter, and it was served cold. Now, I love the poise, the decisiveness. This is how you run an offense.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Jay Crowder out there with Jonas Valanciunas. Then there's Kyle Anderson. Then it's Jones. And it's Jackson in at the shooting guard position. That's the lineup out there for the Grizzlies. No good from Valanciunas. Celtics leading by 5. Kanter inside. Valanciunas is there. Brown outside. It's rebounded by Memphis. Here's Crowder. Will not go. This is off the front iron. Well, the Celtics shooting from the field, 44%, not bad. Stolen by Anderson. And it's Jason Tatum with the foul. That will get him his 4th foul of the game.
4th foul of the game for him. He's starting to get into that danger zone.
Brooks checked in for Jay Crowder. Jones with it. Now Valanciunas. Pass to Brooks. Outside, Jones. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Walker.
So close to getting the steal there, but the deflection equally as effective.
Oh, man, yeah, he read it all the way. He got a jump on it. Very close.
4th quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. 6 to shoot. Kicks it out to Jones. Over Walker.
I love the way Walker plays defense. He gets right in the grill of his man.
With the floater. Good, and Smart gets the assist. Smart's got 4 assists now tonight.
Once he turned it on, he became a force in this game. Not sure where this guy was in the first half.
The Grizzlies trail by 7. Now the pass to Valanciunas. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. That's on Jaylen Brown.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Two shots.
The free throw drops for Valanciunas. And he makes both free throws.
I like that he's playing with an edge here in the second half. I mean, he didn't get to the line once in the first half.
Walker dishes to Tatum. Stolen by Jackson. And it's Brooks in the corner. Shoots the 3. And Tatum pulls it down. Tatum's got his 6th rebound on the night.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Now here's Tatum. Stolen by Brooks. And oh, here we go. Brooks, nobody back. And Jackson throws it down hard.
Yeah, great job of getting that deep position there by Jackson. Once he's that close, he's ready to just power that one home.
Here's Walker. Dishes it to Tatum. Walker against Anderson. Shot clock at 6. Here's Smart. Again, the miss by the Celtics. The Grizzlies trail by 3. Brooks outside. Outside Jackson. Tatum against Brooks. Jackson finds Anderson. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. Jones, no luck.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line. And when the Celtics traded out of the 1st overall pick in 2017, you know, many, Greg, thought they were settling for Jason Tatum for team needs. But he might be the best overall player in that draft.
Listen, the Celtics said they would have been fine taking Tatum 1st overall, and I believe him. I mean, Tatum looks like he could be a superstar very early in his career and does everything at a high level and is already a terrific shooter from deep. Plus, he just has a poise and an air about his game that speaks of superstar.
And, of course, the Celtics traded back from number 1 to number 3 to draft Tatum in terms of readiness and absolute steal.
Now here's Brooks. He dishes it to Jones. Anderson passes to Jones. Shoots over Walker. That one off the back iron and out.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Nice D from Valanciunas.
Yeah, good interior D there prevents the deuce.
Oh, wonderful anticipation. He reads the play perfectly, then with the quick reaction time.
And I love the momentum he's building. Last game, he was just as dominant.
And defensively, you know he's feeling good right now. And as the opposing team, you better adjust your scheme accordingly.
Now a timeout called by Memphis.
And Kevin, he saw his guys just a little sluggish out there. Oftentimes, a timeout like this allows you to kind of just reset.
The Grizzlies making a switch here. Jackson's checked in. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, during the break, I listened in on J.B. Bickerstaff's huddle. He does not like the high foul number in this game. He told them, you've got to stop biting on the shot fake. Stop gambling for steals. That's giving them easy points at the line. We'll see how they respond.
Here's Brown after the made shot from Jonas Valanciunas. Brown against Brooks. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
And playing with the lead, you can see they're making a much more concerted effort to work the ball inside here in the second half.
Oh, man, what about the ascension of Jaylen Brown? I mean, come on. He's an uber athlete, super smart, strong, long wingspan, and very raw coming into the league.
Free throw good from Brown. And the development period for Brown could have been longer, but he was thrust into a leading role.
Oh, come on. He had to play extra minutes. I mean, those injuries. But most importantly, he had to create offense. Ball handling may have been his biggest weakness when he entered the league, but he's already turned that into a strength.
Here's Walker. Tyus Jones picking up that last basket. Down low, stolen by Jackson. And now the Grizzlies, fast break. And Jackson throws it down hard.
And you got to admire the speed of Jackson. He's a nightmare in the open floor. Just has a knack for being in the right place at the right time.
Now here's Walker. The kick out to Brown. Shot clock at 5, and it's good for 2. Brown's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Creating off the dribble, an area where Brown's putting in real work. I mean, it's paying off.
Brooks finds Jackson. There's the lob to Jackson, trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Oh, Brown is just fearless, Kevin. I mean, especially when it comes to going right into the contact.
C-Webb, what a rookie year it was for Tatum. Never hit a wall. He only got better as time went on.
I remember doing his games in college. I mean, it was the same thing that happened then. Second half of the season was stronger than the first. He has a maturity beyond his years, both mentally and physically.
That free throw, no good. And the second free throw, good.
And making the most of their opportunities at the line here in the second half.
Jones kicks to Jackson. To the inside. Here's Valanciunas, rebounded by the Celtics. Cantor's got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him. And Jackson with the block. 4 on 3 as they bring it up. Jones in the post, guarded by Walker. Jones, no luck.
He's the key if they're going to make a run. He's been way off this court.
It's stolen by Valanciunas. Here's Jackson. They get it back. And here's Brown. He'll bring it up for the Celtics. Pass to Tatum. Over Jackson. Again, the miss by the Celtics. The Grizzlies trail by 8.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
And if that doesn't get them fired up, guys, nothing will.
Greg, just what the doctor ordered, huh? Some high-flying antics to narrow the deficit.
Give the loose D an assist on that one. Get a body on him.
Now a timeout called by Boston.
Yeah, Dylan Brooks, the Oregon product, taken in the second round of 2017. Ended up being a fantastic find for this team. He logged a lot of minutes on the floor as a rookie.
A chance now to recognize our Jordan Player of the Game, Kemba Walker.
And to me, the best part of his game has been the work he's done inside. I mean, slashing, driving the lane, attacking the basket at every chance. When he's had an opening, he's taken it.
Celtics leading by 6. The kick out to Brown. And it's off from three-point range. And for the Grizzlies last year, there were some minutes to be had, and Brooks made the most of it.
I think Brooks was the lone bright spot for the Grizzlies last year. I mean, if you ask me, he showed great dependability for a second-round rookie. He's already proven that he is a player who deserves minutes in the rotation for the foreseeable future.
Here is Hayward, following the score by Memphis. Back to Canner, and Canner throws it down.
That's an excellent job off the screen and roll, losing the defender, then Hayward delivering a perfect pass.
Jones against Walker. Here's Valanciunas. It's deflected.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
Shot's good by Walker.
Strange game for him. Barely made any noise in the first half, and here in the second, he's been everywhere.
The Grizzlies trail by 8. Pass to Valanciunas. That one, no good. Excellent D from Cantor. Inside, here's Tatum, and slam dunk by Tatum.
A shoot-first point guard, but he can also distribute. Walker, he'll force the D to make some tough choices.
To the paint, and taken away by Brown. Walker against Jones. Hayward, that falls. Nice feed that time from Walker. Walker's got his 8th assist here tonight. Memphis has gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the 4th quarter. Walker against Jones. There's the double team with Walker. Here's Jackson. Poked away.
That's a nice defensive effort. Sticking right up on him. I mean, affecting the shot.
Tatum dishes to Cantor. Back to Tatum. Nailed from three-point land.
His touch has been terrific this quarter. Most of what he puts up is going down.
Jones against Walker. Can they get it? And Boston with the rebound. Hayward's got 6 rebounds now in the game.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
Cantor kicks to Hayward. Nice ball movement by Boston. Brown outside. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
And they've just been so comfortable at both ends of the floor. I mean, you'd almost think they're playing at home.
Well, you hear that? No, you don't hear anything. They silenced the crowd with this big lead. No sign that they're letting up.
Now a timeout called by Memphis.
Kemba Walker continuing the fine tradition of New York point guards. He should not go unmentioned when you talk about the NBA's best ball handlers.
On defense, Boston. 18 points separating the teams. That's the biggest lead of the game. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. And without a doubt, Kemba Walker, one of the league's most entertaining players.
And enlisted at 6'1", and that might be a stretch, but he uses it to his advantage, staying low and almost dancing when he's out there attacking defenders.
Brown, good.
The tenacity, the attention to detail, it's why these guys are in complete control.
Well, they continue to extend the lead. Terrific play on both ends of the court.
Now here's Jones. Feeds to Valanciunas. Can they get it? And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. Every once in a while, we hear about the brotherhood of the NBA. C. Webb, when you hear that term, what does it mean to you?
It means it's the truth. When I got to the NBA as a rookie, the thing that amazed me the most was that I was already part of a fraternity. There was no having to be kind of welcomed in. You are welcomed in once you're part of the NBA. Guys want to see you do well. Right. Not against them, not against their team, but guys want to see you do well because they know the work, the effort, the sacrifice that it takes to get to this level. And that's a really refreshing feeling, knowing the guys got your best interest as long as it isn't against them that night.
Yeah, great perspective on that topic. He makes one of two that time. And here's Hayward. He'll bring it up for the Celtics. Brown the pass to Hayward. Brown down low. Brooks covering. And it's Brown missing.
Look, you can't defend down low much better than that. Refuses to give him an easy path to the bucket.
And Tatum pulls it down. Tatum's got 8 rebounds in this game. Here's Walker. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Oh, man, you talk about making the engine run. Kemba Walker, he's the man. Lightning quick, stronger than he looks. I mean, this man is a competitor.
Two shots. Match on the first.
That free throw good from Walker. And with Walker, the effort's always there. But, Chris, so is the production.
I mean, he has some of the best handles in the game. He's going to generate offense for you. He's a good bet for 20 or more points a game, 5 to 6 assists, and provides tremendous leadership.
Catching up on the changes for Memphis. Plumlee, he's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Crowder comes in for Josh Jackson. Andre Iguodala, he's checked in for Dylan Brooks. And Allen subbed in for Tyus Jones.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority. Very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for Boston.
They made more foul shots, and that was the difference.
That was a big advantage. The other team was defending with their hands instead of moving their feet, and they handed them a lot of easy points at the line.
And so it'll boost this year's win total for them to 29.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
And as usual, some excellent work tonight in what was a quality big impact game for Walker.
Well, anytime the offense ran through him, good things happened. His passing was awesome. He created a bunch of good looks for everyone else out there.
Good on the triple.
Tremendous effort here on the road. That plane ride home is going to be sweet.
Oh, yeah. Well, I don't care how good you are. It's tough to succeed in a hostile environment. They're doing it in style.
And here's Plumlee. Kemba Walker hitting his 3 to go. Crowder goes in. Kicks it out to Iguodala. To the inside. Plumlee. And it's slammed in by Plumlee.
Oh, and making that extra pass, Iguodala committed to running the offense there.
Guys, some great passing from him.
Yeah, everybody's touching it, and you're starting to see the assists pile up because the rhythm is on display offensively.
Allen against Walker. And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. A resounding victory for them. And Greg, in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, guys. Gordon, nice win for you guys tonight. What was the difference?
Energy. I think we play with a lot of energy, passion, especially defensively. You know, when we're all doing our job and we're playing and we're focused and we're solid defensively, we're not really having lapses, we can be a pretty good team. You know, that we don't have to walk the ball up the court, and it's not as difficult on our offense. So it all starts defensively, and I think it all starts with energy down there.
You've become one of the best young defensive teams in the league, Gordon. Thanks very much. Back to you.
David, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Chris Webber, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. So long.